with the third part of chapter 7 Geography, grade 12 Mineral and Energy Resources. So let's proceed further. So solar energy. So in a question might be asked in your examination that why India has a great potential for a solar energy development. So we need to understand that India is a tropical country and has enormous possibilities. So let me mark it, highlight. So India is a tropical country and has enormous possibilities of tapping solar energy, the one thing. Second, photovoltaic technology converts sunlight directly into electricity. And if you know that India has one of means a great reserves of silicon, which is used in making this photovoltaic cells. So that's why India has one of the largest potential. Another important thing, Thar Desert and being a tropical country. So this is also important for us. So solar energy is fast becoming popular in rural and remote areas. The largest solar plant in India is located at Madhapur, near Bhuj in Gujarat, where solar energy is used to sterilize milk cans. Let me give you an extra advantage, or you can say extra information, that recently the government has launched the first solar village of the world, which is known as Motera in Rajasthan, in Gujarat. So you need to understand that this is also important. If you know that first airport to run purely on solar energy, it is in South India, Thiruvananthapuram. So we need to understand that such type of things are becoming important. And recently, International Solar Alliance was established, and which the headquarter of this solar alliance is located in New Delhi. So that means India is uh, becoming one of the greatest means if you say that it is one of the greatest power in solar energy. So the two effective processes considered to be very effective to tap solar energy are photovoltaic and solar thermal technology. So solar thermal technology has some relative advantage over all non-renewable sources of energy. It is cost competitive, environment friendly, and easy to construct. So solar energy is 7% more effective than coal and oil-based plants, and 10% more effective than nuclear plants. This we need to understand. And it is generally used more in appliances like heaters, crop dryers, cookers, etc. So the western part of India has great potential for development of solar energy in Gujarat and Rajasthan. So it is expected that use of solar energy will be able to minimize the dependence of rural households on firewood and cow dung, which in turn will contribute to environmental conservation and adequate supply of manure. So So see here how solar technology is used, how it just traps these photovoltaic cells, convert this rays coming from sun and heat coming from the sun into electrical energy, and this electrical energy can be used later on for charging the batteries, and which can be used for running the means lighting and other purposes. So this is really important. So see here the conventional resources, annual mean daily global solar electric conversion potential in India. If you see which places have more chances, so see here 35 to 40 in Rajasthan, 30 to 33. So these areas have more potential to convert or to tap solar energy, and that's why I told you that India has a great potential for converting this solar energy. So now, coming to the next one, wind energy. And you need to understand that India ranks as a wind superpower in the world. And the largest wind farms cluster is located in Tamil Nadu from Nagarkoli to Madurai. You must have seen in several movies, if you are able to remember, that these plants in Tamil Nadu, this is being shown in several movies. Okay, so wind energy is absolutely pollution free, inexhaustible source of energy, and the mechanism of energy conversion from blowing wind is simple. The kinetic energy of wind through turbines is converted into electrical energy. The permanent wind systems such as the trade winds, westerlies, seasonal winds like monsoon have been used as source of energy. Besides these, local winds, land and sea breezes can also be used to produce electricity. India already has started generating wind energy. It has an ambitious program to install 250 wind driven turbines with a total capacity of 45 megawatts, spread over 12 suitable locations, especially in coastal areas. The Ministry of Non-Conventional Sources of Energy is developing wind energy in India to lessen the burden of oil import bills. And the country's potential of wind power generation exceeds 50,000 megawatts, of which one fourth can be easily harnessed. In Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Karnataka, favorable conditions for the wind energy exist. We have seen that. And if you see, Nagarcoil, Jaisalmer are well known for such type of things. Now, let's proceed further. So see here, these windmills, which I was talking, that you must have seen in different movies. So India has a great potential, especially see Rajasthan, Gujarat, some parts of Maharashtra, and then you come to the Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. So all these areas are well known for such type of energy. Now we come to the next, that is biogas or bioenergy. So you need to understand that shrubs, farm waste, animal and human waste are used to produce biogas for domestic consumption in rural areas. So decomposition of organic matter yields gas which has higher thermal efficiency in comparison to kerosene, dung cake, or you say charcoal. So biogas plants are set up at municipal, cooperative, and individual levels. The plants using cattle dung are known as gobar gas plants. We must have seen in rural villages when we go to some village. So we find these things. So these provide twin benefits to the farmers in the form of energy and improved quality of manure. So biogas is by far the most efficient use of cattle dung. It improves the quality of manure and also prevents the loss of trees and manure due to burning of fuel wood and cow dung cakes. So if you remember, one such project converting municipal waste into energy is located in Okhla in Delhi. So this is one of the important. If you see how it is made, you must have seen this. So this is the process, how anaerobic digestion and digest covered, how it is being converted energy. So manure inlet, active solids, biogas is preserved here, and later on this is outlet from which it is done. So it comes out this gas and it is metered here. The meter is kept here, and after this it is used for consumption, and it has better thermal efficiency. So now coming to the tidal or wave energy, tidal and wave energy. So we need to understand that ocean currents are the storehouse of infinite energy. And as you know, since the beginning of 17th and 18th century, persistent efforts were made to create a more efficient energy system from the ceaseless tidal waves and ocean currents. So large tidal waves are known to occur along the west coast of India. So oceanic tides can be used to generate electricity. Floodgate dams are built across the inlets like Chilka Lake. So during high tide, water flows into the inlet and gets trapped when the gate is closed. After the tide falls outside, the floodgate of the water retained by the floodgates flow back to the sea via a pipe that carries it through a power generating turbine. If you remember, that is, the system is same, like we build a dam and then we have pipes. Through pipes water comes with pores and it rotates the turbines. In the same manner, once high tide is there, we try to trap that water, and once the water is trapped, we during low tide, we just release that water through the pipes and turbines are moved, and which creates or generates energy. So in India, the Gulf of Kutch provides ideal conditions for utilizing tidal energy. A 900 megawatt tidal energy plant is set up here by the National Hydropower Corporation. So if you see how tidal energy is used, this picture probably it will clear it in your doubt. See here, this is one way also where it is being placed here and it is down in the ocean, and whenever tide comes, these turbines or these moves blades moves and it creates energy. See, this is the process which is being used here. This is the turbine wall when it is opened. So this is the area Gulf of Khambat and Gulf of Kutch, which has better potential. If you see here, let me just annotate. Okay. So see here, this is this area, inlet is there, here we can use, and this is area also has a great potential which we can utilize for generating high electricity from tides. So tidal energy. So after this, we'll proceed further. So now geothermal energy. So we need to understand that geothermal energy refers to the heat and electricity produced by using the heat from interior of the earth. So what happens when the magma from the interior of the earth comes out on the surface? Tremendous heat is released, and this heat energy can successfully be trapped and converted to electrical energy. Apart from this, the hot water that gushes out through the geysers well is also used in the generation of thermal energy. So geothermal energy exists because the earth grows progressively hotter with increasing depth. Where the geothermal gradient is high, high temperatures are found in shallow depths. So groundwater in such areas absorbs heat from the rocks and becomes hot. So it is so hot that when it rises to the earth's surface, it turns into steam. This steam is used to drive turbines and generate electricity. So this energy is now considered one of the key energy source which can be developed as an alternative source. The hot springs and geysers are being used since medieval periods. In India, a geothermal energy plant has been commissioned at Manikaran in Himachal Pradesh. All of you must have gone to Manikaran Gurdwara. So there you see how they just use that hot water. It is used for cooking the food and all these things. So you need to understand that is the project which we are talking about. So there are several hundreds hot springs in India which could be used to generate electricity. Two experimental projects. Okay, so has been harnessed energy. So it is located in Parvati Valley near Manikaran. So here, if I say Parvati, let me highlight. So Parvati Valley near Manikaran in Himachal Pradesh, and the other is located in Puga Valley in Ladakh, where these two projects are running right now. Let me read. So see here, Manikaran Gurdwara, Parvati Valley, Kullu, Himachal Pradesh, and this picture probably it will remind you when you have gone there, and probably you will be able to understand. Now, this is the Manikaran Gurdwara, and there is a temple of Shiva there, so that we can see here. And the other one is, see down, it is in Ladakh, in Puga Valley. See, Puga Valley, Ladakh, here it has been done. So geothermal map of India, if we see this geothermal map of India, probably we'll be able to better understand that India has a great potential. But what is happening? Probably we are not able to trap it. See here, the entire Himalayan belt, even in Northeast and even in Sikkim. Then you see here this. And what is this? This area, if you talk about, this is Narmada and Tapi Valley, Rift Valley area. And then here, Chota Nagpur Plateau area. We have this potential, great potential. And then we come to Gulf of Cambay area here also. We are finding this. So that means India has a great potential for developing such type of looking at the geothermal map. So we can do this. It needs that we have to just uh, create the work. Now, let's proceed further. So, conservation of mineral resources. Now, why conservation of mineral resources is necessary and how we can conserve it? So, as you know that energy is a basic need for economic development, and every sector of the national economy, whether it is agriculture, industry, transport, commercial, domestic, needs inputs of energy. So consumption of energy in all forms has been already rising all over the country. And as you know that India is one of the fastest growing economies. So its need for fuel is increasing. So energy has increased. So there is a urgent need to develop a sustainable path of energy development, promotion of energy conservation and increased use of renewable energy resources are the twin plank of sustainable development. If you remember that India has promised in 2015 COP 15 that we will achieve the target by 2030. But India has achieved the target in 2022, renewable energy. And India is the only country in the world which has achieved its target before the time. And now we are becoming one of the largest means the producer of renewable energy resource in the world. So India is presently one of the least energy efficient countries. When we talk about least energy efficient, you need to understand that energy efficiency is transmission losses, which is happening. So that means we need to develop such a technology that transmission losses are reduced. So we have to adopt a cautious approach for judicious use of our limited energy resources. As a concerned citizens, we can do our bit by using public transport system instead of individual vehicles, switch off electricity, and so we can use individual vehicles की जगह public transport system. Then switch off electricity when not in use. Use power saving devices and non-conventional sources of energy should be increased so that we can have a better system. So what are the ways? See here in this slide, I have tried to sum up everything. So use of alternate sources of energy like solar energy, hydroelectricity energy, wind energy, walking on the path, on the path that leads to sustainable development, use the mineral resources with greater efficiency, use of renewable resources, sources of energy, avoid over exploitation of the mineral resources, use of biogas as fuel for cooking instead of the non-renewable sources of energy, reuse the and recycle the minerals and their products, and using minerals in a planned way and sustainable way. So energy saved is energy generated or produced. So let's save the earth, go green, save water to save energy. Water requires energy for transporting, heating, and cleaning. So in the same way, we can use these 5 R's. And what are these 5 R's? Reduce, reuse, recycle, restore, and replenish. So instead of wasting it, we have to do this. I'm doing my part. Yes, we can use a bicycle for instead of moving by car or motorcycle. We can do carpool also. So all such small efforts. Remember, लोग क्या कहते हैं, अकेला चना भाड़ नहीं फोड़ सकता है, लेकिन लेट मी टेल यू, ठीक है, कौन कहता है कि आसमान में छेद नहीं हो सकता है, एक पत्थर तो तबीयत से उछालो यारो, कोशिश तो करके देखो. We have to do ourselves. Means we have to do our efforts. Others will also do. Then we will have a collective good. So that is one thing which we should do. So see here, energy saving, climate change trips for your schools, how we can do. So this is one thing which in one mind map, I have just tried to sum up everything. So see here, during the transport, what we can do, we can walk, we can ride a bike, take the bus to a school instead of personal vehicles. What need to be done in waste? Reduce the lunchtime rubbish, isn't it? So compost and recycle plants can be used. Then in lighting, at recess, it should be off, turn off the lights, at lunch also. So using energy efficient lights, that can happen. So now we are using fluorescent lights and other these LED lights are being used. So heating, air conditioning. So only use heaters when the space is occupied. Otherwise, no. Keep doors and windows closed when heating or using refrigerator or air conditioners. Set thermostat to 18 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius in winter and 26 degrees Celsius in summer. That means your AC must have at least 26 degrees Celsius. That will be okay. Your body will be also better and you will also feel better. Insulating buildings also need to be done. Now, office equipments, what need to be done in office? Turn off at PowerPoint, photocopies, computer printers during lunch hours or other things. Turn off computers or off at PowerPoint when it is not in use. Look for a good energy star rating. Remember, what happens? You might go and purchase the things which does not have 5-star rating. And what happens? We take 1-star rating or 2 star rating things, but it becomes really costly in longer run because you have to pay more bills for those things. That's why. Now, organizations that can help. So, solar school programs can be done, and these things can be utilized. Water heating. So, put timers on turns, ons, or use a kettle, which is automatically gives signal after it gets heated. Consider going for solar for water heating systems instead of using geysers. And now, canteen. Use locally grown produce. Choose fridge with good energy star rating, and in canteen have one day a week that is vegetarian day, meatless Monday. So that those are the things which we can do our bit, because if we do only one person, remember the change can be done by one person because others will come. सर जमीने हिंद पे आवाम आलम के फिराक लोग बसते गए और कारवां बनता गया. So you need to understand, if you start one, there will be more people with you. So these are the things how we can use. So a strong dependence of industry and agriculture upon mineral deposits and substance manufactured from them, that is metallurgical industries, cement industries, pharmaceutical industries, fertilizer, pesticides. The total volume of workable mineral deposits is an insignificant fraction, that is 1% of the Earth's crust. So we are rapidly consuming mineral resources that require millions of years to be created and concentrated. So the geological process of mineral formation are slow. Rate of replenishments are definitely small in comparison to the present rate of consumption. So mineral resources are finite and non-renewable. Rich mineral deposits are our country's extremely valuable but short-lived possession. So we need to understand continued extraction of ore leads to increasing cost as mineral extraction comes from greater depth along the decrease in quality. A concerted effort has to be made in order to use our mineral resources in a planned and sustainable manner. Improved technologies need to be constantly evolved to allow use of low-grade ores at low cost. Recycling of metals using scrap metals and other substitutes are steps in conserving our mineral resources for future. So we need to save the earth. And remember, when we talk about the sustainable development, that development should take place without damaging the environment, and development in present should not compromise with the need of the future generations. So it is our responsibility to provide this earth as we have received. We are not the inheritor of the earth. We have borrowed it from our coming generations. So we need to understand this. So in this way, we come to the end of this chapter I hope this will give you a better understanding. And also, I will say, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, Swamev Educational Foundation, then you have to subscribe it and turn notification for all, because several means chapters are coming. Not only geography, you are going to get in English, you are going to get political science, psychology and physical education and Hindi. So several means subjects are coming your way from 9th to 12th. Everything is coming. So you have to subscribe it. Thank you so much. God bless you all.